Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Namaste dear learners, I am Dr. Kamal Agal Maheshwari, Associate Professor, School of Commerce and Management at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. I am welcoming each and every participants, or we can say learners of these sessions at a Chaitanya studio of the university. Today, as per my previous lecture, I would like to start with research methodology that comes under semester 2 at Master of Business Administration program, and unit number 2 that is called research designs. So, we would like to start with PPT, PowerPoint presentations, and you can have some glimpses of research design and you can raise your questions too, or you can write your questions to school or even at this channel too. So, let us start with PowerPoint presentation. And before starting with the PowerPoint presentation, I would like to clear some data, like it is semester 2 subjects which is called research methodology, and the code is MBA02C204, and that is unit 2 research design. So, let us move further. As per last discussion, we were at different types of research. So, would like to start with the diagnostic research, which examine causes, why some things happen particularly, and then it compare before and after, means two situations. Generally, as and when we visit any doctor, particularly they diagnose and they applied this research pedagogy, suggest solutions that which we can say offer some problem solving ideas, like we have a medicines from doctors and which needs clear hypothesis. Yes, very true, we need to be open with doctors, we cannot hide anything from the doctor. With the help of our information only, doctor prescribed and diagnose, or we can say diagnose our issue. All right. Then next is experimental and experiential learning, which test cause effect, one's variable effect on another. If it is happen, then it would be happen, or if it will be happen, then it would automatically get happen. So, the one things is automatically depend on another, then that is a experimental research, which involve groups, control versus experiential, requires control all over variable automatically become a constant, and common in science, useful in testing different theories. So, generally in pure science, experimental research is useful. Next is cross sectional versus longitudinal. Cross sectional is useful for snapshot at a one point, means at a one point if we are doing a particular research on a one topic, then cross sectional is very much useful. Longitudinal, which observe a change over period of time, like last 5 years, last 10 years, from 2014 onwards, from 2010 onwards, 2020 onwards, what get changed in this 5 years, 10 years or 15 years, that comes under longitudinal. Used for trend analysis, very much we can say need for market particularly to decide a future trend. So, longitudinal as well as cross sectional is very much useful to decide particularly a trend, market behavior, shift, like paradigm shift are there, one thing is automatically shifted from another, like in this particularly we can say in the era of AI, artificial intelligence, number of things automatically become outdated. So, what will be a future trend? We need to realize, we need to understand, we need to have our own answer. With the help of that only we will be capable and even have ideas that what we need to do to sustain our life in next 15, 20 or 25 years. So, firstly we would like to have a plan for 5 years. On the basis of that plan, one can make a sure, or we can say a round table plan for next 10, 15 or 20 years. But with the help of longitudinal and cross sectional analysis only, it is supposed to be happen. Both useful in business studies, very true, it is very much helpful for business studies. Now, qualitative versus quantitative. At number of times, till times when you are reaching your program called Master of Business Administration, couple of times while your UG or even in your 11th, 12th, you may hear this qualitative and quantitative, be a qualitative, not be a quantitative, must be needed some things in quantity, not in quality. So, things are happen till time in that way. Now, as a research pedagogy, what is qualitative and quantitative? Qualitative means words, feelings and experience which is not countable, like, and quantitative is numbers and measurement. Our feelings is not measurable many times, our experience is not measurable, but it matters a lot. If something is not measurable, then it's not carry any kind of weightage, is it? No, it's not like that. So, qualitative as well as quantitative, both things are too much important in research methodology too. Mixed methods which combine both for rich insights, like many times we need to be qualitative and even quantitative too, to get a good particular, and we can say combined result of a particular research problems. Method depend on questions. So, as per our goal we need to choose. It is not mandatory for everyone that everyone have to go with combined method like quantitative and qualitative both. No, one can choose their own pedagogy, own methodology, and depend on their particular research objective and research goal. Next, research process overview, how research process is going on, what is the flow. So, it's all the way starts with identifying a research problem. I would like to have a one example over here. If you want to go Ahmedabad to Delhi, for example, so you have options like you can directly have your four-wheeler, means you carry a car, you can go via flight, you can use railway, you may have another mode kind of which is not at all suitable in this time, but again for via two-wheeler, or we can say local trains, so and so on. But first and foremost you need to decide that why you want to go Delhi, what is the urgency, what will be your plan at Delhi, when you have to back Ahmedabad. These questions automatically answer your issue that you need to go with railway or Volvo or bus or train or superfast train or like airway. So, if it is so urgent, then you have a only choice, then you need to go with air. Then subsequently you can use superfast trains or Volvo kind of bus. So, we need to identify first and foremost our problems which that must be clearly defined, right. Then we need to go with review of literature, like check what's already known, means we need to decide if we used to go with flights, then from 10 to 12:30 we will be in Delhi. If we use train superfast, then evening 8, morning 3:30. If we go with Volvo, evening 7, next day 10 o'clock. Then we need to set our objectives which clearly purpose of the study and which analyze data which draw a conclusion from facts. So, I hope I am clear over here that how research flow and research process is working. Next is component for research design, which are the component and what are the components over there. So, problem statement, like a list of problems are supposed to be there, and what you want to study particularly. We have to pick a particular issue from that bundle of issues. Then we need to set our objectives, what to achieve, and objective must be achievable. Always we need to start with achievable objective, then lead to or lead forward next stages. Data sources, we need to decide that we will be go with primary or secondary data, and we will be have analyze plan that how to interpret our findings, which gives a right and particular answer at a last stage. Sampling design, how to define populations, what is being studied. Sampling types, random or purposive. Sample size, how many to include, and avoid biases, ensure presentation. So, from populations, what will be the population who need to study, random or purposive, how many need to include, which all combination of this answer automatically lead a proper representations, and automatically we can say minus from bias. Data collections methods, primary all the way direct from the source, raw at a, we can say, ground level, that is primary data. Secondary already exists somewhere, so automatically we use that data for our purpose. Tools, like different tools are there, interview methods, questionnaire, observations, like face to face interview, a telephonic interview, questionnaire we can say we use with social media, we float just in our groups, or we can use our another different tools to even float the questionnaire, and personal observation. Even if we have a such kind of concern issues which is very much related with psychology and kind of study, many times observations play a pivotal role to do that research. And ethical collections, we need to be respect privacy and the consent of a respondent. Ethics are very much important in life. Same things applicable over here. In research too, we need to and we must be ethical. We need to be, we can say, respect a privacy of our respondent, and we have a consent that we will be use your this and that word or data for our research purpose. What are the validity particularly for the data? That internal validity, external validity, plan early, so build into existing design, and measures accuracy. How? It result reflects real cause, internal validity, and external validity can apply to another cause too. Reliability, consistency, same results each time, repeatable tools, standardized instruments, reduce errors which improves trustworthiness, and tested statistically which use reliability test. Now, these all are beautiful images and pictures of research design. Even there are some limitations of research designs too. Many times it become we can say time become a issue and concern, and budget even. So, may restrict research in depth, sampling biases automatically happen, misleading if not chosen well. Data limitations may be hard to collect. Many times in primary it happens that it's very, we can say, a tedious task for a research data collection officer or research data, we can say, a collector to collect data or in a real sense to collect data, and changing variables, hard to control everything. So, this is what a conclusion from my side, that research design is essential for a good study, organize the study, gives a good directions. And we have some questions too. I would like to start with a PPT that there are some questions too. So, assignment questions are there. 3 assignments questions particularly from this PPT I can suggest to you. Write at your own time and have a length of at least 5 to 6 pages at least minimum. So, define research design, explain any two types of research design with example. Distinguish between qualitative and quantitative research, give one suitable example for each. What are the important characteristics of a good research design? How does a good research design improve research outcomes? So, this kind of questions you need to prepare at your own, and for your examination purpose too, and even for your assignment purpose too. Thank you so much for listen this session, and if you have any concern and issues, you can write to me at kamal.agar@baou.edu.in, or you can connect at our School of Commerce and Management, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Thank you so much, Chaitanya Studio of the university. Thank you so much.